Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful, cold morning this morning in the A. Um, Made me some coffee. Um, Let me put this garbage out real quick. So I'm heading on early this morning because hold on, guys. Let me try and hold my coffee. I'm heading on early this morning because the salon got heat. However, the only thing that uses gas in the salon is the heat. So what we do is we turn this gas off every year for a couple months, because during the summer times we don't use gas heat at all, right? All AC. So for at least 6-7 months out of the year we don't use heat, right? So with that being said, we gotta turn the heater on at around this time, the gas on around this time every year. Alright. So what happened is we turned it on like 2 days ago. However, the gas company can't come out until next Wednesday. Now today is Wednesday, so a week from now they're gonna come out. However, the weather is not too bad. It doesn't get super cold inside. It gets cold on the outside. It went down to like 40 degrees overnight for the past 2 days, which is cold outside. But on the inside, it's well insulated, so it only goes down to like 69, 70 degrees. I would say like 68 degrees inside. So normally that's still a good temperature for inside the building, because they be using hair dryers, all the heat sources inside the salon suite brings up the temperature real quick. However, when you go in there in the morning time when no one is there, the initial morning, like this time, it's gonna be a little bit chilly in there, right? So to solve that problem, I got some electric heaters right here. I'm gonna just put those, what I do, I put those where the return is, for the air condition. So those who know what I talk about and who know understand, but for most people they won't understand. So AC has vents where it blows the air out. Let me show you. So for instance, in this room right here, you got those vents that blows the air, cool air out. But then you got this big one right here that returns the air. So it takes air out the room and then it runs it through the AC system and then comes out cool right here. Or if it's heat, it takes air from here and then put heat through here if you got the heat on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put those heaters just to get a little bit of warmth in that building. I'll put it where this would be, by the salon. So when I put it right here, all that heat gets sucks up into here and it distributes it throughout the vents, right? I mean, it'll probably bring it down 1 degree, but at least it's better than, nothing. So I got 2 heaters out there. I'm gonna put it down there where the return is, in that area, and then when the fan comes on and circulate that air, it picks up that warm air and circulate it throughout the building. So that's a trick you guys could do. Normally in a house it won't really work, because what's gonna happen is if you put a heat source right here where the thermostat is gonna get warm and the heat will never come on. So you don't want to do that in a house setting. Where I'm doing it is in a commercial space. It doesn't have the thermostat is not where the return is, so I could do that. So once I put the heat in that specific room where that return is, it'll just suck that warm air in and distribute. So that's one little trick I'm gonna try, or I've done it before. I know it works. So yeah, I'm gonna head out this morning. It's a beautiful morning as usual. Let me see. Yeah, got all that. Beautiful morning. Um, I'm gonna try to talk that in a proper English a while ago because I want you guys to understand what I was saying. What I'm explaining to you is hard enough to understand, much less me talking in Jamaican. Excuse my messy background, guys. Garage is always messy. We always have things stored in here, so it's gonna always be messy. You know, so I got a little extra fridge over here. I got a little deep freeze which I don't use right there. That's all from having a restaurant. You always have some extra. You know, we got some miscellaneous house items. I had a shop before, so I have my welders over there and stuff like that. You know, extra tables, blenders for the restaurant in that box, a mixer for the restaurant. I got my power wash stuff down there. I ended up drifting off into something else, guys. I used to work on cars, so I got my toolboxes right here in a car. I'm going to do a reveal on this car one day, but you know, printer stuff right here. So these things, it looks like junk, but are not junk. These things are actually things of value, you know what I'm saying? Every now and then I still use these items, you know. It's things that I eventually gonna use throughout, you know, business. So, you know, see, I got all these salon equipment, salon furniture. All these boxes got salon stuff in it. These are the wall mounted stations, you know. I have a chair back there. I have just a bunch of stuff, cabinets for the salon as well, you know. But yeah, let me get these heaters in the truck. Yeah, it's just a regular household heater, guys. So you know, even if, let's say, I have a tenant and they don't have a heater, we advise all the tenants to have heaters in their spaces. However, sometimes they don't, for some reason. They always be borrowing heaters from each other. It's real cheap to just go buy one of those little space heaters. They're small. It's like this from Walmart, but for some reason a lot of them don't have it. So sometimes if it gets super cold and they don't have a heater, I'll just, you know, loan them a heater. For the ones that are there through the last winter, all of those guys, they have their heaters. But for the new ones who come in and don't have one, I'll just loan them one until they get theirs. Sometimes they end up never getting them. Alright, so I think I'm good to go. I got my coffee, I got this, I got my wallet, I have the camera in my hand, I got my phone. Let's go. Yeah. Alright guys, so this is just life every day, guys. This is what I do every day, you know. Every day. Yeah. Every day you gotta get up. Don't stop, guys. You know, don't stop. In these times, life kind of get rough sometimes. Bills need to get paid, but as me say, don't give up, you know. Don't give up, never give up, guys. Because what happens is, if you give up, there won't be a chance of you succeeding, you know what I'm saying? If you stop trying to go out there and get what you need to get, your chances lower of you know, achieving whatever you wanted to achieve. So I always say, you know, don't stop, keep going, you know. When it cool, when it hot, if it rain, get out there and get it. Sun is coming up, it's nice and beautiful out there. Sun is coming up. Let me check the fluids in this truck real quick. I think I need to top up the antifreeze. I noticed sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get warm in the morning time. That happens when antifreeze is low. You know, it doesn't get to circulate into your evaporator and give you heat, you know. Evaporator? Yeah, evaporator. Heater core, not the evaporator. Evaporator is for the AC heater core. So anyway, this vlog start out with me jumping all over, guys, but this is what it is. It's live every day. I'm filming this live. I'm not working on a script. I don't come up with anything that I need to talk about. That way I stay on that topic. Life every day for you guys, it's going all over. It's jumping all over. It's talking about this, then in the middle of it stop and go to something else. You know what I'm saying? That's life every day. Now that's the type of content I'm doing. A lot of people is saying that I need to find a niche, I need to find this, stick to one topic. No, I can't, because then I won't have anything to vlog. You know what I'm saying? So my type of vlogging is just jumping from random things. There's a few YouTubers out there, there's a lot of YouTubers out there who does my style of vlogging. Most other YouTubers are gonna say it's the wrong way. There's no wrong way of vlogging stuff. I'm just putting my life out there and what I gotta do. If I'm thinking something this minute and then switch from that and go to something else and never spoke about what I was talking about before, it is what it is, because in everyday life, that's how someone functions. No one functions and stay on one topic for the whole damn day. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but you know, it is what it is. It's life every day. This is what I do. I put the garbage out, come over here, do this, check, you know. I'm sitting right here, I'm thinking that the antifreeze might be low because I noticed the heat ain't coming up. It's a diesel truck, guys, so diesel is a little bit different. You know, when it's a car, your antifreeze low, it'll overheat. With a diesel, if the antifreeze is low, it'll still work. You know what I'm saying? But your temperature will not go up when it's cold, right? So you have to have full, your antifreeze would have to be full for it to circulate throughout the heater core, and you mechanics know what I'm talking about, or people with diesel truck will probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So everyday life is different. Every second of your life is gonna be different. It's not gonna be the same. So that's why I jump around a lot. I try to stay on topic and finish what I'm talking about, then move to the next, but it doesn't work like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll be saying something and then you just jump, just whatever comes to your mind, you just jump, and go to something else. All right, so let's focus on lifestyle and PEPPAZ project now. So I'm gonna head over to lifestyle. I already told you what I'm gonna do with the heaters. Get some heat over there because the gas company say they ain't gonna be out until next week Wednesday. Now I checked the forecast and it's just for like this week, 2-3 days, 4 days maybe. It's gonna be like this, then it's gonna warm up a little bit next week, I believe. All right, so with that being said, we should be okay with them coming out next week to turn it on, right? As far as the PEPPAZ project now, yesterday I was pretty busy with the PEPPAZ project. The PEPPAZ project, the plumbers, as you can see in the previous video, the plumbers are working along. They're running along with it. They got the pipes in, all the water lines, all those things are on the way, right? It's running. Now on the outside we got the permit for the grease trap, but then we set a date for the inspector to come and take a look, right? So they have to come on and take a look before we even move forward, right? Through that process, inspector is gonna come 3-4 times, right? So our first visit they didn't give us a date yet. So the plumber is working on that date to get that date from the inspector. So that's that. So there's a little bit of hold up again with the grease trap. However, we got the permit. He's gonna work on the inside and do the gas lines in the meantime. So he bought the gas lines and everything. So they're there. In the previous video, you'll see me showing you the gas lines. As far as the on the inside now, the city of Suwanee wanted me to provide they wanted me to provide a HVAC plan, right? Now in the videos before, I'm just saying it again because maybe you didn't watch the video before. In the videos before, I said that we didn't need it. Our architect said that we didn't need it because it was an existing, system that we're gonna leave in place. We're not gonna touch it, right? However, the plan reviewer said that we need that plan review just to show where the ducting is gonna go and stuff like that. He's saying that once we're gonna put walls in there, we're gonna move around that we're gonna end up moving around that AC ducting and all of that, right? Which is cool, which is fine. I understand what he's saying. So I had to get back with my architect, tell him what's going on. So he's now putting the AC plan, the HVAC plan together, meaning that sheet with the directions of where each duct is gonna go and how it's gonna set up, how it's gonna run, right? So he's now doing that for us. I did that yesterday, so he's working on it. Hopefully today we could get it, or tomorrow the latest, right? He works pretty fast when it comes to that. He knows the urgency and he knows he gotta get on it. Architect, if you're watching this, you know who you are. Big thumbs up to what you're doing. Real fast. He works. As I'm speaking to him, he's making changes at the same time, right? So big up to you. Anybody in the Atlanta area and need a good architect, hit me up, shoot me a message on under this, and I'll get with you and forward his number. Real good guy, real efficient, price is good, everything is good. He sticks with you all the way till the end of the project, right? If you're paying an architect and he's not with you the whole way till that project is done, you need to get another architect. Architect is needed until the day you open, until the day the final inspection is inspected and done with. You know what I'm saying? When they sign off, when you get your occupancy license, the architect should be with you all the way till that day, right? Because sometimes they'll come back and say, hey, we need to make some changes here, or some wording need to be changed. So he needs to be with you for that price. He needs to be with you till that day, till you get all your permits and licensings to open, right? So that's where we're at with it. He's making those plans for the HVAC for us so that we could submit that to the city of Suwanee. That's the only issue he's having. The plan reviewer is having is because that sheet was missing. So should be a simple fix. Once we give it to him and he's satisfactory with it, then we should be able to move forward. But that's the only hold up with the city of Suwanee. Everything else has been approved and we're working on it. I spoke to the plan reviewer yesterday personally, and he said once we get that, we should be able to move on. Hopefully there's nothing else he sees along the way. He did mention something about automatic lights. Here in this county where we are, we have to have automatic lights for the restrooms. He did point that out. He did want us to have it on the plan. They did put it on the plan in writing in the notes and stuff like that. So I assured him that we are aware of that situation, and I am gonna get those installed. I'm the one who's buying those switches, those automatic switches. So I'll definitely buy that and have that contractor, the electrician, put those in. So I assured him that yesterday. So he said, that's cool. But just get the AC plans. What they want to do is to make sure we have those plans. That way, when in construction, the AC guy knows where to put what. So that's why they want the plan. Not necessarily that something is wrong that we have in there. It's a brand new system. But they want to ensure when we're building these places and the contractor comes out, whatever contractor comes out, they know where to put what. That's the reason for having, you know, look, they're still building, guys. They're building houses over there. All board guys over here in Georgia, they build all board houses. So I don't know if I hold the camera right, but yeah. So, you know, that's the reason for having that HVAC plan, right? So that's it for the PEPPAZ project. I am heading over to the salon. I'm gonna head back over to the PEPPAZ project just to pass through, make sure everything is all right. The work guys are probably there by now. If they're not there, they're probably there later on today. But they pretty much been working every day on it so far. So you know, I just need to push to get the rest of this permit passed. That way I could, you know, finish up everything else. So everything is in stages. You get permits in stages. You get this part of it, you get that part of it, you get the grease trap part, you could start that part, you get the hood part, you could start the hood, the exhaust hood. As I say, on Jamaican people don't beat me up for saying hood, because everything on a watch, I'm just picky about the words we say, but the hood is a exhaust hood for the equipment, you know. Grease hood they call it, or ventilation system. So we got the permits for those. The only thing is with that, he can't start that section of it because now the floors, everything is in the way. So now for the hood installation, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait for the installation and for them to finish the floors. That way the hood guy could come in, right? So can't really do anything there, pretty much. So anyhow, I'm on my way, probably about 5 minutes away from the salon. So I'm gonna check back in once I get to the salon. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm done with the salon here, pulling up over by the load car over there, guys. We're here pulling up by the PEPPAZ project. I know the guys are not here working. They work mostly in the evening time, midday to evening. So I just passed through just to see if everything is okay. As I said, you know, they're in the middle of it. Once again. I swung by because I had a question for them about this particular pipe right here. This pipe right here. I don't think it's in the correct position. So I'll get with them and see what's the plan for that. But that's the only concern I have. I know those are okay in terms of where they are. These are the gas pipes. So we're gonna run those next. So yeah, let me get on over to the house. I had spoke to the gas company, Atlanta Gas and Light. They're gonna size up our meters for us to put in the side of the building, and then we gotta run these pipes for the equipment. So they had sent me an email with a couple of questions I need to answer in terms of the equipment we're using. So like these right here, there's BTUs on it. See, this says the total BTU right there. So he needs that information with the equipment we're using. So this is the grill right here. This is one of the grills we're going to be using, the charbroiler grill. Here's another one right here. So once we give him the BTUs right here, see that says 105,000 BTU. Once we give him all the BTUs for all the equipment we're going to be using, see there's a fryer over here as well. I'm gonna get him all those BTUs, and then he'll put together the meter that we need, the different size meter. They have different size meters they install depending on what you're gonna be using. So with that being said, I'm gonna go over now and give him the send email over those information, and then we'll go from there. And then as soon as the plumber finish with this, they're gonna inspect it, and once they inspect it, they'll be able to sign off on the meters. So I'm in the middle of it. We're working. I'm gonna head over to the house now and email that email. Yeah, and then I'm gonna check to see if the architect is done with the AC plans. So the AC plans I'm talking about, see how those ducting right there, those ducts are going over there. We got ducts in the bathroom, ducts. See, we got ear ducts right here. So what he's saying, they want to see a plan, because then we're gonna be putting in ear ducts somewhere. So they want to see where that's going. Yeah. I want to say he's right, because I only see one duct right there and one duct right there. We're gonna need ducting back here, the pool back here. If you notice in this area, it just stopped right here. So with this, we're gonna branch off of this to put more ducting right here and some over in here. So maybe two more will need back here. Like one right here in this kitchen here, and then we need another one right here somewhere. So maybe 4 will be sufficient. So we'll see what the architect put together. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to him. Just see what's there already. Alright. Stay tuned. I'm heading to the house.